in a galaxy far, far away. A tale told through the ages. The Journey into Comics Network proudly presents a Patreon exclusive podcast exclusively dedicated to Star Wars. The Podcast Menace, featuring Brandon Stone and Tyler McLaughlin, debuts on March 30th on the Journey into Comics Network Patreon. Join us and listen to the free premiere and sneak peek on JourneyIntoComics.com and podcast services across the galaxy. Following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
I'm a dude who likes brews. It's time for Brews with Dudes. Juicy. Hello, and welcome to a very special edition of Brews with Dudes. I'm Nick Maxon, your host. I'm here with Brett once again.
Hello.
We are actually up in Chicago. Where exactly are we at?
We're in Lombard, Illinois.
Lombard, Illinois.
So about 20 to 25 minutes west of Chicago.
Okay, and that's Paul. That's our new friend Paul. We just ran into at Noon Whistle Brewery. You are the head brewer here?
Correct. Yeah, head brewer, one of the owners.
Wow,
nice.
So how long have you been here brewing in this location? How long have you been brewing in general?
Well, myself, I started home brewing probably about 11 years prior to opening up this place. Noon Whistle's been open for 3 years.
Awesome.
So I've probably been brewing for about 14 years. I went to Siebel Institute, which is one of the oldest brewing schools in the U.S.
Yeah.
I went there and did my studies about a year prior to opening up this place.
Cool.
So,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I have heard of Siebel. I'm one of those nerds that reads the comic, not the comic, but the magazines.
Yeah, nice.
I've definitely heard of Siebel. That's really cool. Awesome.
Nice.
Well, Brett and I grabbed ourselves a couple flights. It looks like Paul's got something even different than what we got. So. And it looks like we also got a cheese truck pulling up on us.
We do. We have food trucks normally on Friday nights. So we have Toasty Cheese who's pulling up currently. So they will pull up and then they will. It should quiet down. So we should be okay.
We'll make it through.
Yeah.
We'll make it through.
Yeah.
So let's see. You just released recently the Vortex is the gummy, right?
Sure. Yeah. So we have our gummy series, which is a series of our Northeast IPAs. So these are our hazy styles that are heavily dry hopped. So this is the current and the revolving series. And the next will be Gummy Apocalypse, which will be out for 3 months.
Gummy Apocalypse.
And we take breaks on all the different ones. So
cool.
Very nice. Yeah, we've definitely got quite a bit of variety here when it comes to what each of us decided. I'm definitely ready to try this Swanky. That one kind of caught me off guard. Can you tell me a little bit about that one?
Yeah, Swanky Smack is our red sour. So we currently do a lot of kettle sours, and that is a kettle sour beer. But it's our play on a red sour. And then we also do some wild sours as well, which we are getting more and more involved with. And we'll be continually doing more barrel aging wild sours with Brett. But currently, this is everything that we can for our sours are kettle sours. So this is ending. So this is the end of the season for it. and then we will be going into a dry hop sour, which is brewed, and that is called Smack That. So this is our Smack series. And so anything that has smack is going to be one of our sours.
It's really good. I definitely like
smack
that.
your lips when you're drinking.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
I like that. The one that the guy that we met at 450 North Brewing Company is where we were at in Columbus, Indiana. He told us about the gummy with ghost peppers, the ghost pepper stout gummy.
Yeah, so that one is gone. That's Ghost Face Gummy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So that was with mango. So we put a bunch of mangoes in there, as well as dry hopped, and then we used a little bit of everything as far as peppers go. So we used some chocolate habaneros, some ghost peppers, and then we used a couple other ones. I worked with a guy down in Florida that actually helped me out and pick different peppers for it, and then we were able to add those. So I might be able to get you guys. It's on the end. I have a few in the back, but I can get you guys some that you guys can try.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's got more of the pepper flavor than it actually does the spice.
Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely I like the flavor behind it, but sometimes some get too spicy when it comes to the pepper beers, so it's definitely hard to do, so I definitely want to try that one.
We had the one. Have you heard of Zwanzig's?
The what? I'm sorry.
It's called Zwanzig's. It's a brewery down in Columbus, Indiana. We had a ghost pepper beer from them last weekend, and it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. We like that one a lot.
I brewed one last year. One of my buddies grew the ghost peppers, and then we added some cinnamon to it, and that one mostly just whooped your ass with spiciness. we did something. It was still a good beer, but we did something wrong with it. So.
Well, you add cinnamon, so those both have a very thin line, I think. Those and that combination, right? So, in my eyes, peppers have a very thin line of this, the spice. It's like, how do you add it or if it sits on there too long. And same thing with cinnamon, right?
Yeah.
Cinnamon we just released this chata, which is our play on an horchata. We just released it on Wednesday, so that is a Belgian wit with vanilla and cinnamon in it. So once again, there's a very thin line with cinnamon. Along with peppers, the cinnamon is we used actually like a brown cinnamon because there's different cinnamons as well. So
right.
You gotta be careful with that. At least that's my understanding. You can get different and cinnamon can get to that point where it's almost not palatable.
Right.
That is definitely good though.
That is beer horchata.
Yeah,
It is.
You do get the cinnamon, but it's almost kind of sweet. It's got a little bit of sweetness on the back
so
end.
there is a little bit of lactose in there. So hopefully you're not lactose intolerant.
Nope. We love lactose beers.
But the lactose to leave the sweetness in there.
Yeah, I like
and then
that.
we used I think 3 different rices in there. We used a wild rice, white rice, and a brown rice.
Wow.
To kind of bring out a little bit more of the horchata character.
It is delicious.
That is.
Thank you.
I really like that.
Thanks.
I always shoot for the unique beers. I'm like, I want something that I'm not gonna be able to get anywhere else.
Yeah, that we just released on Wednesday. So, like I said, it's our play on an horchata.
That
awesome.
is really good. It's nice and fresh too. So I don't think I heard you. What is it you were drinking right now?
I'm drinking Peel. So this is our grapefruit German Hefeweizen. So,
Nice.
There's a lot of grapefruit in it. Some people, grapefruit has natural sourness to it. So it is sour. It's not a sour beer, but we add enough grapefruit where you can kind of almost see it.
It does.
It looks grapefruit.
Yeah, almost like grapefruit juice.
You still get some of the sourness from it, but the German Hefeweizen holds up to it, so it's a little bit on the sweeter, and you get a little bit of the phenols from the German Hefeweizen yeast.
Nice.
So.
It was a debate between that one or the falutin for me, the high falutin, and I'm definitely enjoying that one. Here, Nick, give that one a try. This is the Scotch ale.
Yeah, so highfalutin, I'm not a big fan of peat, so there's really no peat in there at all. That's sometimes what people will do with a Scotch ale, but you get a lot of the malt character.
Definitely.
And that becomes a different beer for us. So we age that beer, and that becomes Bob Ross did it. That's That's one of our barrel aged variants that we do, and Bob Ross did it was actually our first wood barrel release.
Nice.
Okay.
3 years ago. So.
We have already talked about we will each be splitting the cost of enough beer to take home with us and do another episode of just your guys' beer. We like to do that sometimes where we use either one or two companies and do like an entire episode of it. So
cool.
The Bob Ross did is definitely on the list, so I'm looking forward to trying that one.
Yeah, I'll get you some of the Ghost Face too, like I said, but just drink it fast because it's on its end.
Okay.
So that's why we're no longer selling it. It's just my own personal stash because I really liked it. So
yeah, of course.
I'll get you a 4-pack and you guys can drink it up.
Awesome.
So.
Really
Thank you
awesome.
very much. That'd be really cool.
We stopped by. We were on our way here, and we come from Lafayette, of course, and we're real hungry. And it finally dawned on us, we're like, oh shit, that's the one thing we forgot. We forgot to see if they have food. So we are 1 mile away, and we're like, fuck, they don't have food. We're gonna have to go stop somewhere. So we're looking, and we found More.
Yeah.
So we stopped in over at More and got some lunch, and they had some pretty good beer too.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I really
liked
liked
great brewery. They opened, I think, 6 months ago or so.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So
Really
they're a
new.
newer brewery.
Really new.
Great addition to the area. We're really happy to have them close by, and food is great. Beer is great, and it's a great place to go to.
Yeah, no, we really enjoyed it, and as soon as we walked in here, we both were like, okay, this is fucking awesome. Like,
what was some Tool was playing right when
Tool
we walked
was
in.
playing
So
as soon as you walked in.
Okay.
I look in, and you've got the shuffleboard on the right hand side, and the atmosphere is cool, and that instant smell of just the hops and everything actually happening right in front of you was really awesome. So I really like this place. We will be back for sure anytime we're in Chicago, which is frequently.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, our concept kind of was, we want people to ask questions. I think there's a lot of education, especially when we opened 3 years ago. I don't think a lot of people were as educated as they are now.
Definitely not.
But that was kind of part of it, where we wanted to be close to people. We wanted people to ask questions and talk to us and why did you do this? Why did you do that? So they understand it. I think that is a big part of the craft beer industry is, just people, doing stuff like this, sitting down. What do you like? What don't you like? It's not to say that, a brewery's making bad beer, but it's just something that you personally might not like. You know?
Absolutely.
It's all preference and taste. And,
Exactly.
We've just recently expanded our preference and taste. Within the last year, me and Nick here would have never drank a stout. And now we came in and we're like, oh man, there's no stout on draft right now. So that's why I went with the Scotch Ale, because I'm like, all right, I want a little bit darker, a little
Unfortunately,
bit.
We're brewing Bernie as our milk stout that we have on regularly.
Okay.
We're brewing that. That's what you smelled when you walked into the brewery
Nice.
today.
And it smells awesome.
We ran out of it faster than what we thought, and it wasn't in the brew schedule until today. So it'll be out a couple weeks. But you could find it out in the market as well. So.
Cool. Now, what size system do you guys have here?
So it's a 15-barrel brew house, and we have a couple 60-barrel fermenters in back, a bunch of 15-barrel fermenters, and a couple 15-barrel fermenters as well, or 30-barrel fermenters. I'm sorry. So we're brewing probably 5 to 6 times a week
Awesome.
on average. And then we package our cans here for the market and everything. But we're right next to Whirly Ball.
We saw that.
That's how we're kind of known in a way.
Yeah.
People will be like, oh, Noon Whistle, right next to Whirly Ball. But they will be leaving here next March. And we will be taking over some of their space.
Oh,
so,
that'll be awesome. That'll be a good expansion.
Yeah.
You could use a little space in there. It's a big tap room, but
we got kind of lucky.
What is it? It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and it's totally packed up.
We're sitting outside. That's something we haven't mentioned yet. This is a first for Nick's podcast
for
here.
multiple reasons.
We have not had a brewer from a company on the podcast. It's our first Brews With Dudes on the road.
Nice.
You could say. And we are sitting outside in 45-degree weather recording an episode. So
it's not too bad though. Once you get a couple beers in, it's not too bad.
The wind is great
supposed to
right
snow
here.
tomorrow, but
in Indiana as well.
Yeah.
So winter's not over yet. Yeah, we really do appreciate you coming on and talking. It's definitely been a good addition to the episode, and we look forward to doing.
Cool. I really
more
appreciate it,
breweries.
guys. And you're always welcome back. I'll get you guys some samples and enjoy the rest of the beers.
Awesome,
definitely
man.
will.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well,
Cheers.
appreciate it. Thanks,
again,
man.
Paul. There's no button for it.
I'll get you guys some beers too.
Perfect.
Well, that was really awesome. I'm really glad that we decided to walk up and ask those random dudes standing around looking like they were brewers. Like, we should just ask them. Like, might as well. Like,
I was walking to the bathroom, which happens to be in the back of the brewing company, and I see a group of 3 dudes standing talking beer, and I was like, I bet we could talk to those guys. And as I come out, they are up front. I'm like, fuck
and we
it.
just so happened, I walked up to the head brewer.
Yep,
He was just like, just go ask one of them. So I'm like, all right, here we go. So
Worked out perfect, man.
that was fun. That was awesome.
We still got
beers to drink too.
We do. We still have quite a bit left. I think we need to kind of give a little bit of our opinions as we drink them a little bit here.
So I'm about to jump into my first drink of the Face Smack. You had the Swanky Smack.
I did.
Okay.
I went with the Swanky Smack.
Okay, so Brett had the Swanky Smack. I'm about to have the Face Smack. Whereas Brett's was a red sour. Mine is a. They just say it's a sour. It's a Berliner Weiss. Acidic and bready aromas up front on the nose with a clean lactic sour bite on the tongue. I've been having. I bit my cheek a couple days ago. It's been beating me up. These sours aren't making that much of an impact because I've kind of numbed myself to, once you're, what are we at? These are beers number 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the day. So
just about, yeah. And we've still got the show to go through.
Yes, we do, which is at the Bottom Lounge, which has a lot of really awesome beers. So
you told me pinball as well, which I'm excited for.
They got food and beer and pinball, and I'm still totally full from all that delicious food over at Moore Brewery. That was awesome.
Oh man, we have leftovers. That's awesome.
Got some poutine. Got a buffalo chicken wrap. It's pretty good.
Those pork Sammys, though. Pulled pork sandwiches.
Sammy sliders.
So good.
Pulled pork Sammy
So
sliders.
good. And man, that salad, that side salad was just awesome.
I definitely needed something like a salad. That's why I went with the wrap. It had a lot of lettuce and avocado and onion and
basically my salad, but without the buffalo chicken.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
The lady walked up and she looks at Brett and goes, "We're out of the regular tortillas. Will you take a spinach tortilla?" And Brett's like, "Yeah, definitely." And she walks away and I look at Brett. I'm like, she might have just asked you permission for me to have a spinach tortilla. He's like,
I did look at
maybe
you.
Maybe it's like a little dressings on top of my sandwiches. I'm like, or maybe it's a tortilla in my wrap. He's like, "Oh, hope you're okay with spinach."
I did. Hope you like spinach wraps.
It was green. It was cool. It was pretty interesting.
I do like me a spinach wrap.
It was a pretty good spinach wrap.
I like me a spinach wrap. I'm going to steal a drink of this Face Smack, though.
Do it. Get on it. I'm going to jump into the Hop Prism. Let's see. It's Hop Prism Turquoise. It's all Citra hopped. It's got a nice gold.
That's got a light smack to it. Not a hefty smack. That's a light smack.
It doesn't smack you quite as hard as the Swank.
My Swanky definitely smacks you. But I would say, like, if I compared that, just a regular sour, to the Dastille that we had from here, then man, that's so much better.
Yes.
That Dastille was so overpowering. That is so light.
Perfect,
It's got the good sour taste to it. I've got a comment on these awesome flight boards that they have.
Yes, definitely.
This is the second time we've seen something of this style today.
Yeah, so what we've got here is it's I mean, this is probably 7 or 8 inches across by 7 or 8 inches across, and it's metal. It's like stainless, and it stands up by itself. And in the middle, there's this little. It's a pipe that's bent to form like a handle, and
they got drilled slots within the carrier, so you can carry it.
It's like a little carrier, yeah. So you can carry it around and just kind of. Maybe Brett and I will try to take a cute little selfie where you can see what we're talking about.
Your beer doesn't even touch the table.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It's like you could walk around the bar with it, just from place to place, just swinging your 4 different beers. It takes double fisting.
I'm always afraid to set down a flight board. With a regular flight board, I'm always afraid to set it down. I think I'm gonna spill it. This is like spill-proof flight board right here. Unless you drop it.
They sit in a little cozy spot.
Unless you drop it, you cannot fuck it up. And I, as a server, like that.
That chata, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's see what they had to say about it. It's 6.2%. It's a wit beer. It's our take on a refreshing Mexican beverage. Contains classic notes of spike, clove, and coriander with flavors of sweet cinnamon and creamy vanilla. Salud. Yeah, he described that pretty perfect. I saw cinnamon on the board. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't tell what kind of beer it was, but I saw cinnamon and lactose. I'm like,
that's gonna be good.
Pretty damn good.
I just got something different because I wanted to switch it up so we could all try a little bit. So me and you could try a little bit.
Yeah, mine was very light heavy. I'm glad you got that. You got the Falutin?
Oh man, Falutin, I think Falutin, Falutin.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I was not corrected by Paul when I said Falutin. So
yeah.
But it's kind of up there. It's their heaviest one. It's 8.5.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm not a huge Scotch person usually in terms of beer. But it was good. I definitely enjoyed it.
The first one that got me into Scotch ales was Robert the Bruce from Three Floyds.
Mm-hmm.
Our first trip up there.
I wouldn't say it got me into it, though.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of the first that I had.
It was, and it's one of the only ones I liked. I've had a couple others, but like even Sun King's Scottish ale that they have is just boring. This is not boring. This has some good flavor to it. So I definitely like it a lot.
It was a very successful trip.
It was. I'm definitely enjoying myself.
I'm ready for a stout.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a nice flavored stout.
I am so fucking happy he's gonna hook us up.
That is so cool. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, this is my private stock. I'm going to give you this. Like, I'm going to figure out a way to give you this.
So at Moore, we picked up a blueberry pineapple with Citra hops. It's kind of reminiscent of the slushy.
Yes, very.
From 450, but just in the way that it's like a smoothie almost. It was very fruity, but it definitely tasted like a beer. It's a little, not sour, I would say, but it's got a little bit of a fruity tinge.
It had a little tartness, but it was like natural tartness, not like over the top. We're just trying to make you suck your face into itself tartness,
right.
Like you're eating a warhead.
It was delicious, and you had to like switch it around because there was a lot of
awesome.
You call it sediment, but it's almost like it's just a fruity goodness.
Yep. I mean, when you make a blueberry smoothie, do you not throw whole blueberries in your smoothie?
Exactly.
I expect to eat some blueberries while I'm drinking this beer.
So I feel like we kind of beat our way through what we have in these flights. So we might as well jump back and talk about what we had at Moore. Specifically, so they didn't have any stouts, and Brett and I were kind of like, damn it, that really sucks. And then
we love stouts.
They had two different browns, and we're like, I'm not usually a big brown fan. Let's just try it anyway. So they had a regular one, which it looked good. It had it had chocolatey tones and whatnot, but then you look at, they have a variant, and it's the same beer except aged in maple.
Maple brown ale or brown ale.
So then I order the regular, Brett orders the variant with the maple, and she's like, well, we also have another one that's hazelnut. And I was like, I'm going to take that. And they were both so delicious. It was funny. We're not big Browns fans. And then after those beers, we're like, we are not Browns fans.
we're gonna be Browns fans.
How many times do you hear people say the phrase, I'm a Browns fan? Never.
There's only about 50 season pass holders for the entire Browns franchise. So
I'm not even a sports guy, and I still knew that joke. Like the Big Lebowski. We've talked about that. Never seen the Big Lebowski, but man, I could make some jokes that would make you think that I have.
Oh man, she was telling us that they did a brunch and they used the maple brown ale as like one of the pairings, all I can think is bacon, eggs, and toast with this beer is the only way I want to start my day from the next day on. Sounded so good. So we're probably just about done with these flights.
Yeah, I think this might be another short guy.
We better wrap it up so we can get our quick selfie for the fans out there.
Absolutely. So, man, he's not here, but we really need to give another shout out to Paul. That was super cool of him to come out, chat with us for a little bit. He's going to hook us up with some super special beer. He is. Which we will drink on the episode where we drink all the goodies that we brought home from this trip. What else did we get from Moore? It was an IPA that you snagged.
I got the what was it called? It's a Star Wars reference. Fermentation Wars
Episode 2.
Episode 2. and it looked like a really good IPA. They said that the keg had just blown pretty much right before we got there.
Yep. So we missed out on it. So we were kind of forced.
Yes.
Kind of forced to buy it, but that's all right. So
we enjoyed what we had.
So we got that. We got the blueberry pineapple. We're gonna go inside. We're probably gonna get some Bob Ross did it.
Spend more money that we don't need to spend.
Absolutely not. And we've even talked about maybe stopping by Pipeworks real quick. They apparently don't have a tap room, which kind of saddens me. We'll find out. But we might pick up something from there. But otherwise, we're going to have some really tasty treats from up in the Chicago area. Also Lombard, because apparently that's where we're at.
Yep.
So thanks again for listening, guys, to this super sweet and to the point episode. Succinct. Is that the word I'm looking for here? Very very quick and ready to rock. So thanks again, guys. Brett, thanks for driving up here today.
Yeah, not a problem, man. It's been a great day.
We still have a lot of fun ahead of us.
That we do.
And we will talk to y'all next time.